And I'm back. Welcome back. Reflections and Fam. You get what I'm saying? So I just came back here. I did my three sisters garden bed back here. First time trying it. And I planted two of my honey baby. I planted pretty much 4 corn in a square foot. You know, I got my little I made my little square foot board to plant. So in the corner holes, I did my corn. So it's like right there, skip a square right there, skip a square right there. Then in between each row of each square foot on like right here and on the other side, I put 2 squash. And in between both square foots of corn, I put what did I put down here? The Bush Blue Lake green beans. I put like one right there and one over there. And then of course I got the other square foot with corn, you know. And in that row I put the honey baby squash in between those. I put the big kahuna green bean right there. I got the other square foot of corn over here. And in the middle I put the summer squash right there. And I'm going to tag it up because I forget, but not necessarily for me. I really won't forget, but for my lady. And I know I told y'all I was going to give y'all a small update of the front, so I'm going to give y'all a small update of the back. Now, this is what I just did. I just planted, I amended the bed back here in the back of this row right here. My broccoli's starting to grow back from when the rabbits or whatever ate it up. Beets not doing too well. The beets growing. They growing. Slowly but surely they growing. But we had got that last frost from over here in my zone. We got the last frost, so let me show y'all. This is my watermelon patch. And I did get all the no-dig beds over here. You see how my potatoes doing right here. Everything starting from the russets, they busting, the purple majesties, and then over here my gold, my organic gold. But I got all 4 no-digs right here ready to go. As y'all know earlier, I started my seedlings. But this is my watermelon little patch I'm going to make up. Me and my lady get out work here in a second. We're going to go get the soil. I got pulled over. That's a whole nother story. I got pulled over a few days ago. But anyway, I fed everything. But you see how my leaves looking yellow on my peppers. My better boy tomato looking good. I had 2 of them die. The sweet basil died. I'm trying to keep these here alive. I fed everything today for the second time since I done planted them. The first time I did it was like a month ago. I fed the garlic over there. My kale is doing lovely. But yeah, this is the backyard raised bed, the big raised bed. The big kundalini. It's actually a good bed. But I put a lot of stuff out. We was starting a lot of seeds early, and then we ended up buying a lot of transplants from the box store. Kind of put them out. We keeping them alive. I fed everything. Y'all see the no-dig right here. I got to do better. I got all my posts up for my fence. I already got the fence, the galvanized fence and chicken wire. Yeah. So right over here, the onions, the birds, that bed right there on my onions. I'm gonna show y'all that another day, probably tomorrow. But right here, these are the onions. They keep knocking my dick in the dirt. I fed all these, but they growing back. I want to cover everything because them birds keep eating them, like knocking them down. Yeah. And I don't want it to stretch the plant out and all of this. Yeah, it's a million birds. Just like I say I'm in rabbit land, I'm in bird land too. Right here, after the frost, this is how everything looking. Didn't get a chance to cover. But you see how they looking. Trying to keep them alive and bring them back from sickness. The rabbits was getting that, or the birds was plucking him over there. Yeah, man. That's the other better boy. That's the better bush tomato, big boy. That's a better boy tomato. They probably big too, they just small right now. They look like cherry tomatoes. But yeah, this bed, I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all, I amended it, right? I think y'all, I made a video. Y'all seen me put some direct compost in here, a lot of food scraps. And it was still kind of cold. We had a lot of cold days to go. Still, we had that extended bullshit, excuse my language, but the winter. And it's still, when I started planting stuff in here, especially this big tomato in the middle, it was still uncomposted food scraps in the bed. And as you know, I put a few sticks and leaves down at the bottom of it. So that's what I was saying about this bed. But everything's starting to do, still stand pretty good. It's this big one that I was worried about. But of course, any type of compost, whether you direct compost it or whatever, any type of compost, if you amend it in your soil and it's not 100% composted, it's going to finish the composting in your garden bed, right? So, and what I mean, and what that means is it's going to suck all the nutrients from any plants. It's going to suck all the nutrients from the actual soil itself until it finishes the composting process. And once it does that, it'll shoot all the nutrients back into the soil. And if your plant's still alive and not sick, you'll be able to save them. They'll come back. Now, y'all see my little thing I had to do. Now, if I didn't cover anything else, I covered this tomato and pepper bed right here. And it still got hit hard. But I'm trying to keep everything alive. It's like everything is like, it's growing, but it's growing slow. And like I said, I'm going to give y'all just the backyard. Where we at 6 minutes? I might go on up here to the front. But this bed is doing pretty good. Purple bell pepper. Orange bell pepper. Get him off the ground. Orange bell pepper. Sweet banana pepper. Purple bell. That's the orange over there. Cherry tomato in the middle. That's a purple bell over there. No, that's the one I started from seed. That's the early cow one, the bell pepper over there. In that corner over there is another purple bell pepper. This is a delicious tomato that I started from seed. That's another sweet banana pepper right there. And this is another purple bell pepper. So y'all see how everything looking. The marigolds holding up. Some of them died off, but not all the way. But this is that bed. So I'm gonna walk around to the front. Look at this ass. Get out of that motherfucker. I'm gonna go on to the front, give y'all a small little updated tour. Y'all a small little tour. Now I have been I harvested some parsley. This is how the parsley looking. Lovely flourishing. Like I said, I fed everything yesterday and finished off today. You know, it's my mint. I've been harvesting that and it's growing back lovely, pretty good. It's flourishing. Over there's the spearmint. This is the sweet mint. Yeah. Oh man. And the lettuce. I know y'all been waiting to see that lettuce. This is the romaine. If you've been keeping up with me from when I first started this season, then you see how lovely they done grew. And I have been harvesting romaine lettuce. They looking very good. Strong leaves. And y'all remember how small this one was? This was the small one. Let me get back. See how it done blew up? Yeah. And you know, these cold-hearted, they like the cool weather. So when we got that frost, that one there looked good. So when we got the frost, it's time to harvest some more. So when we got the frost, it kind of helped them out. Oh, snap. Sorry about that. I'm holding my phone. I don't have my tripod. But this is the lettuce. This is the lettuce. This is the mint. Like I say, I've been harvesting mint. I got some in the freezer, both. And I got some that I'm propagating of the spearmint. I cleared out that spot, added some topsoil and compost. I'm finna go in the ground right there with some mint. That's gonna be my mint area. I'm just loving this parsley. Fresh parsley, you can't beat that. Fresh anything, you can't beat it. I fed that tomato right here yesterday. This is the one I started from seed. The delicious tomato. This is looking good, actually. Very healthy. That is the cow wonder. Yeah, that's the cow wonder bell pepper. The other I started from seed. Trying to nurture him. Well, her, she kind of stressed. These are the collard greens. I just fed everything, like I say, between yesterday and today. But everything growing slow. And I figured out and learned that everything is going slow because I kept them in the seed trays too long. My seed trays that I was started off the seeds in, I kept them in there too long. And when I transplanted them into bigger containers, I just kept them in those containers too long. So it kind of stunted the growth of them. I'm going to shake them back, try my best, but they still going to go for me. This is my cherry tomato that I started from seed. Y'all see how big everything getting. I'm not going to take y'all in a mini greenhouse, but yeah. This is my sweet banana I started from seed. Nurturing him too. She kind of stressed too. Yeah. And there's some more lieutenant broccoli in the middle. Doing good. Lovely. That mint, healthy, flourishing. Just growing slow. Potatoes, Purple Majesty potatoes, doing good in that pool right there. Y'all see the strawberries. The frost really supposed to have knocked these down, but they standing strong. Yeah, they standing strong. And if y'all didn't know, I did put onions. These are my yellow jumbo, Utah jumbo yellow onions, sweet onions. Look like little grass sticking up. That's my onions right here. And the birds starting to come in the front and get them too. But as you can see, we still getting some. They small, but it's still trying to produce. Throw some strawberries out there, some berries. This one over here. Yeah, then we got one right here. Yeah, really just working on keeping everything alive. You see this collard green, stunted, but it's still growing. It's flourishing, it's healthy. Just needs some, it was nutrient deficient, so I fed everything. Notice I keep saying I was feeding everything yesterday and today. I needed it. We had got a whole bunch of rain like 4 days back to back, and I didn't want to come out here and put no extra water on there trying to feed nothing with the fertilizer, but that's holding up. Everything is doing good. Everything in this bed is healthy and flourishing. This is the collard green, calabrese green sprouting broccoli. As you can see how that's looking. And I think that's how those broccoli heads kind of look. They look like more open. It's another calabrese green sprouting. That's another calabrese green sprouting. That's a lieutenant broccoli. See my cilantro. I started from seed in this bed. I'm gonna put 3 of them in here. Everything looking pretty good. Magnesium deficient though. Over here, why my stems are starting to look like my leaves were looking like that? They was looking bad when they first started busting the soil. But these are the Losado red potatoes. They are coming up all through here now. So I'm loving that. This is my white, Kennebec white. And I don't know why my leaves are looking like this, but the sprouts are coming up. We got another one right here. Yeah, we got another one right there. We got some more over here. And probably some more busting up through this mulch. I just don't want to disturb nothing or mess with it. That's the Kennebec white. I took my sweet potato slips out of here. The frost kind of knocked them back. So there was still some new growth like leaves coming in on them. So I got them in the house, put them back in my vase, try to put some water in them roots. And I'm gonna come bring them back out here. And I also got another sweet potato that's doing good. But in the middle of this bed around, and like when I had my sweet potatoes in here in the middle, I put a gold potato. So that's another organic gold in the middle that's sprouting, starting to bust the soil. And like I say, if y'all notice, I moved everything to in the front of the crib for the most part. This is the mini greenhouse. The seeds I started earlier that I showed y'all, that's where they went. I have another small cherry tomato plant in there that's doing good. I have 4 okra, Go Big okras that's doing good. I have 2 watermelons in there that's doing good. 1 Georgia rattlesnake watermelon. And I have 1 yellow flesh watermelon in there. I ain't gonna open it. I don't wanna open it. So we got more lilies to blossom. The calla lily. I think that's the calla. Lily. And I also direct sold some chamomile. No doubt. I did all that today too. And what's today's date? Today is like April 10th. Today is April the 11th. So I started my seeds, my tomatoes, my other seeds that I showed y'all. I started the chamomile, you know, over here too. That's chamomile over here. This strawberry trying to stay alive. Like I say, they keep producing. It's like hard to kill them once they go to gone. It's hard, unless that frost just come through. But the frost came through. Our last frost, we got like 29 degrees. I guess they kind of took that to the chin. It kind of slowed them up a little bit, but they didn't die off. They didn't completely die off. This lily right here, the Asiatic lily, I want to say that's the Asiatic. That might be the Asiatic. This might be the calla, if I'm correct. I got some work to do on this one. Yeah, that's a little stressed. It's very unhappy. That's a very unhappy lily right there. Well, I got 2 spots of chamomile, and I'm going to start some more stuff. I got 2 more spots I can go right here for right now. I'm going to think of what I want to put in there. But, yeah, this is the front garden. Everything is flourishing. Everything is doing good. It's been having problems, but that's just what happens, right? Yep. They've been eating, the squirrels and rabbits been eating down my oregano. I'm finna go show y'all my oregano. Yeah, but this is the front yard garden set up. I'm not even gonna talk about the blueberries right now. That got me kind of feeling some type of way. We have 17 minutes though, Reflections and Family. I'll be coming some more with some more videos until the next go around. Y'all know what it is.